The economic forecast for the country is good as measures are taken to ensure that the economy remains on a strong footing. Good evening, everyone. I'm Charisma Robinson. And giving a boost to the economy are new tax reforms, which are already seeing positive results. Our Clint Watson talked exclusively with the Minister of State for Finance about the state of the economy ahead of the mid-year budget.
State Minister for Finance, the Honorable Michael Alkeidas, is optimistic about the country's finances. He says the Bahamas is in a better economic position as the multi-million-dollar national debt, he noted, is also going down.
The rate of the growth of the debt has begun to slow. Eventually, it will stop growing, and eventually it will start to go down. It's not a single year process. It's a multi-year process, and we're disciplined and we're focused on it. And I'll be able to, elaborate more on this. Of course, we're coming up to the mid-year budget, and we're going into the budget, the main budget, and we will be able to demonstrate the positive effects that it has had in terms of boosting the revenue, eliminating the need for us to borrow as much money. We have not reached to the point yet where we absolutely do not have to borrow, but we think, if we're disciplined, that can be somewhere very near into the future.
Government credits this economic success to an increase in revenue, and that by and large is a result of the implementation of value-added tax. According to the Central Bank's Economic and Financial Development Report for December 2015, government earned $271.4 million from value-added tax. The revenue from VAT goes into the consolidated fund. However, it was initially announced that the revenue from VAT would be used to cut government debt. State Minister Alkeidas explained how that can still be achieved.
The formulation is that it goes in a consolidated fund. If you have more revenue, then you can meet your expenses and then you don't have to borrow. We have in place a medium-term strategy, which is a multi-year plan. That we have begun to see our deficits reduce, the amount of money that we have to borrow decrease, and eventually we want to see that go to zero, but it's a process. We think, if we're disciplined, that can be somewhere very near into the future, where we actually begin to pay down. As it is now, we're slowing the growth, and eventually we want to stop it and pay down.
The initial phase of national health insurance, which includes primary care, will be free to Bahamians. Government has said it will cover the cost. It's a matter State Minister Alkeidas is confident can be absorbed.
Anything that we do, we have to be sure, through consultation with the stakeholders, that our economy can support it. And we have spoken about, a multi-year rollout of NHI. And we are committed to ensuring that, whatever we do, whatever we provide to the people, that we have to be able to sustain it, so we cannot do something, then your economy forces you to pull back. So the short is that whatever we roll out, we have to look at all of the circumstances, including our ability to pay, and that will dictate, the pace at which it's rolled out. So I'm confident we can do it.
Low global economic predictions are being felt right here at home, with projections of 1.5% to 2% growth. Financial experts say this simply means the country must manage its spending and maximize its earnings. The State Minister of Finance hopes that international credit rating agencies won't further downgrade the economy as the opening date for the multi-million-dollar Bahama project still looms.
We're always concerned, but I think that what we have to do is look at the bottom line. Your rating is based on your finances. And my position is that if our finances are solidified, we have them in a better position, that should be the bottom line. We'll demonstrate that we don't think it's warranted, but some of those things are out of your control.
Now, Prime Minister Christie has confirmed to ZNS News that Cabinet will meet to determine when the mid-year budget communication will be presented in Parliament. He expects it will be soon. At the Cabinet Office, Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.